All right.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1. We counted at the same time. That's never happened before.
I know. We didn't plan it or anything. That was extraordinary. How are you? How are you, Greer?
Okay, Fran. How are you?
I'm good, yeah. So you and Mr. Lover Lover are seeing Star Wars on the same day. Do you want to tell that story?
I told the story already,
Yeah, but
but
it's a good
okay.
story. It's kind of cute and romantic, and it's about Star Wars.
So for for me, I think Star Wars comes out on the 18th where you are. But
Yeah, correct.
you got your ticket?
No, not yet.
Probably get it.
Probably should.
Did
Well,
that
I think.
that weekend, just so you know, see Star Wars that weekend because we'll have a big old podcast talking about Star Wars.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with my family, so it will kind of depend on when they want to go. But like, we used to go and see Lord of the Rings every year, so this year we're gonna pretty much do that with Star Wars.
Ah.
Yeah,
Well, it'll
I
be
feel
every. I think for Star Wars, it'll probably be every 2 years because every two or
probably.
3 years, yeah.
But
Unfortunate that the next one is not going to come out for 2 or 3 years.
but The Hobbit was such a giant piece of shit that I kind of feel like going to see that every Christmas just wasn't kosher. Like even if it is every few years, like I'd rather see Star Wars every few years than see The Hobbit every year. God damn it.
Uh, so before I had met my boyfriend, I had gotten my IMAX tickets already for Star Wars. I got them super early, like day they went on sale, and I got IMAX for the 17th. The first IMAX showing that they have on the 17th. And it's gonna be fucking sick, by the way. I can't fucking wait. And it's a week and a half for me now, I believe. I believe it's about a week and a half. Um, and then when we met, I asked him, "You got your Star Wars tickets? Because we can go." And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, they're all sold out. All the IMAX ones are sold out on the 17th." And I'm like, they do have showings left on the 17th, but they're not IMAX. They're just like regular old 3D. And I'm like, we can go on a different day together, and I'll just go to my first showing by myself, or we can go together on the same day, but you'd be in a different theater seeing it 15 minutes behind me. And he's like, that works.
See, you could take that one of two ways. Either he wanted to see Star Wars sooner more than he wanted to go with you, or you could like share the experience symbolically, and that's how I take it.
I
That's
wouldn't
how I take
blame him
it.
either way. I mean, I'd probably do
No,
the same
no,
thing.
quite right. No, I'm extraordinarily excited for Star Wars. Like every time I see that little rolly robot rolling around, going like boop boop boop.
My son,
Is that his name?
yes, BB-8.
Ah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. He's very cute.
He's my little robot son.
You like him a lot, don't you? You're a
I'm
big
a,
fan.
I'm a huge fan of the. I'm a huge BB-8 fan. I'm a huge fan.
You're gonna get a lot of
I
merch.
don't. I don't. Oh yeah, I already do. I already have a lot of merch.
What do you have?
I have 2 shirts with BB-8 on it. I have. Let's see, what else do I have? I have a little tiny little plushie thing I found at $5 for Target. At Target. I have 4 Funko Pops. I have the main 4 cast of Force Awakens in Funko Pop form. So I have BB-8, I have Finn, I have Rey, and I have Poe Dameron.
That's really, really cool. That's really cool. I
And
don't have I don't have any Funko Pops. I fucking fail.
I have too many. I have 4, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16 now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'll take some of those off your hands.
Yeah. No, I just got a Loki finally the other day.
I'm amazed it took you that long to get a Loki.
Yeah. And now him and my Thor can just belong together. That's the time.
Well, that is canon.
Yeah.
It is canon. As of what was that country where they released that poster that was fan art, but they thought it was the actual poster?
Yeah. I forgot what country that happened in, but they it was like a piece of fan art. It was like a piece of Thorky fan art that was made to look like the Dark World trailer. So they accidentally printed that in their theater as the official, or the poster, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
printed that as the official poster instead of the actual poster.
But that is canon now because
Yeah,
it was released as if it was an official poster. That's
it's
canon.
canon. It's canon.
That's canon. That's
Did
canon.
you see they released a deleted scene from the Dark World recently.
Shit, no, I didn't see that.
Marvel posted on their page, and it's like a scene that they had with Loki. Again, I
Mm.
don't know what is with these Marvel movies and cutting out scenes with Loki in them. Because all
Yeah,
people want in life is more Loki.
well, that's it. Whether you're, straight, gay, black, white, old, that's what you want.
Yep. So, it's a scene in the Dark World. You saw the Dark World, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's, when Loki is in that, like, containment thing underground.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
he,
yeah.
like, kind of, make it into, like, anything he wants through magic.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he's having, like, a little... It's really sad. He's
Yeah.
having, like, he's envisioning, like, himself as king. Like,
Oh,
and he's at his coronation, and he's wearing, like, this fur cloak, and everyone's like, yeah! Like, it's really sad. and then
oh no.
and then Frigga, the mom, is like, is this what makes you feel better? Like, really? Like...
Oh, that's horrendous.
So it's a scene they never finished. I forgot the name of the actress who played their mother, but like they didn't even record her lines for it or anything. Like it's just pretty much Tom's takes of this from that scene. And I mean it's sad. And you can
That,
tell it's not finished either. Oh, and there's a part in his vision where he's like holding Mjolnir, like he's worthy. So he's
oh
imagining himself
no.
being a king and being worthy. So
Oh,
like,
oh, that
it's really sad.
that's really sad. That's like as sad as like Cartman having his little tea parties on South Park with all his stuffed animals. That's like
That
level
was
up.
pretty much that. It was
Yeah.
pretty much like a 25-year-old's version of that. Like, oh, I'm king and everyone loves me. And I'm wearing this
Oh,
fur cloak. There were like shots of, apparently there were like photos of him wearing like this furry cloak during production and people were wondering what scene that was from. But
oh.
it wasn't in the movie. And so now they released this scene and the fans are like, oh, that's where that came from.
Can I talk real quick about Jessica Jones?
Yes.
Uh, okay, so it's really, really, really good. I'm on like just started episode 6 pretty much. And I don't kind of want to give anything away, but David Tennant's so fucking scary in it. And like other people are really good too, like pretty much consistently, like the acting across the board, the characters across the board are really, really good, especially Jessica Jones.
Mm.
But David Tennant, my God, he's scary. And what's really scary is that he uses his Doctor Who voice, basically, for the character. But he's playing some, like, fucking psychotic mind control, like, asshole guy that wears a lot of purple.
Oh.
But using his Doctor Who voice. And it's really, really cool. It's a bit like a film noir. So it's very, like, dark and dingy, like, lots of, like, dark rooms and shadows cast over faces and, like, long shots of alleyways and things like it's very, very cool.
Mm.
And yeah, David Tennant's fucking scary and hot in it. And I really didn't find David Tennant hot as Doctor Who. I mean, like, I kind of liked him as Doctor Who. I didn't love him. But yeah, fucking love him in this role. It really, really works. So you should watch it. You should watch it now. And
I want to try.
they talk a lot about the Avengers as well. Like, they kind of do did you see Daredevil?
No.
Basically in Daredevil and in Jessica Jones, they refer to the Battle of New York in the Avengers as the incident. So occasionally, like, the green dude gets mentioned. And that's really nice because it kind of gives that whole universe a kind of continuity, which I think, for Marvel is really important that they maintain. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, it's really fucking great. Really, really great. You should watch it.
I want to.
It's my favorite.
Um,
That's all I have to say on the matter.
so wait, I had something. Shit, I lost it.
Should we go to Reddit?
No, I had something in my brain that I wanted to say, but I forgot. You wanted to talk about that other show, though.
Oh, yeah, okay. So there's this other show. This is the second thing on my list, and then I'm going to talk about Doctor Who because it was the season finale, and of course. But no, there's this other show, You, Me, and the Apocalypse, which it's a co-production between Sky One, which is a British network, and NBC. And it's got this huge cast. It's got like Rob Lowe, Jenna Fisher, um, and a bunch of other American actors, a bunch of other really great British actors. Um, and it's basically about this group of characters on kind of both sides of the Atlantic, that when they discover the apocalypse is happening, it's about how they all end up at this bunker in England. So every episode starts with them in the bunker, and then it kind of does like a flashback of how they all got there, each one of these characters, right before the world's about to end. And it's really funny and really sad, and the acting is brilliant. And there's a guy in it, Matt Bainton, who is a British actor and a fucking woob, and I love him. And what I really, really like about it is that it's written by British writers, but they write Americans really, really well. They write Americans as well as they write British people, and usually what you find is that when Americans try and write British people, it's really awful, and when British people try and write Americans, it's really awful, and it's just kind of not something that anyone seems to be able to do, whereas it has a really, really British sensibility, but with really authentically American characters, and they just it is one of those things. It's a perfect show. Like, it is perfectly acted, perfectly written. It's got a kind of a perfect beginning, middle, and end as a story. Yeah, I just absolutely love it. And it's for a 10 episode show as well. You get to know, because it's got a huge cast, and you get to know all the characters so well. It's like fucking Rob Lowe plays a Vatican priest in it who like drinks and smokes and fucking swears and is really sort of like, he's kind of like a badass with like a heart of gold, and it's Rob Lowe and he's a priest, and that's amazing. It's just perfect. So that's another thing you got to watch. You Mean the Apocalypse when it comes out on NBC, which it is due to do very, very soon, and it's going to be big. I predict it. I see good things for it.
Well, I'll tell my mom that Rob Lowe is in it, and she'll probably find it and watch it. She really likes Rob Lowe.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
I had to ask the question, Greer. You don't understand. So you had something you wanted about.
Yeah.
You remembered now?
No, I don't. Now I'm just looking at pictures of Oscar Isaac.
Who's that?
He is Poe Dameron in Star Wars, and he's really, really cute. But he's not in any of the promotional stuff right now because I think he's in X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, cool.
So I think he's been like working on X-Men Apocalypse, so he hasn't been doing much Star Wars promotion at all. And I'm like, he's like supposed to be one of the main characters. Where is he? Like, I like saw him and I'm like, this is like the Han Solo of our movie.
Where are you?
And I think so. I think he is. He's like the Han Solo of the movie.
I tried to...
if Han Solo's already in it, but still.
You know what I mean. I tried to look him up, but the Google drop-down thing, it came up with Oscar Pistorius, and I was like, no, he's not in Star Wars.
Nope.
He's not in Star Wars one little bit. What's his name again? Oscar Hansen.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar.
He's Guatemalan.
I say. Oscar Isaac, Star Wars. Let's see. Poe Dameron. Yeah, he's cute. He's really cute.
He looks like old Hollywood. Like, you could probably see him in like the original trilogy, you know?
Yeah, you could, but he's also got a little bit of like, oh, who does he remind me of? kind of a little bit that oh, what's the name of that actor? Have you seen Little Women?
A long time
The guy
ago.
in that who plays the professor, he looks like a cross between him and Nick from New Girl. Fucking
Mm,
hot. Approved. 10 out of 10. 10 out of
yep.
10 would do.
He's like an X-Wing pilot or something. I think that's his thing.
It's got a great cast, and it's got Libya in it. My
Yeah.
beloved Peter.
And Gwendolyn Christie, my wife.
Wafu. Well,
And
it's
I really, every time I see John Boyega, I fall in love with him even more than the last time I saw him.
yeah. Have you seen Attack the Block?
No, I haven't.
Are you gonna see it?
I want to because I really like John Boyega, and I follow him on Instagram, and he's like the biggest goofball in the world
That's perfect.
about Star Wars. Like he's a huge fanboy. Like,
Yay!
there was a picture that showed up on our Star Wars on Reddit of the moment. It's like a couple of pictures, and it's the moment that he asked Harrison Ford to sign his Han Solo figure after they
Oh,
filmed the movie. Hold on, let me find it.
liked it. You know what I really love? I love that he's British.
Yeah. I don't know if
That
he has
makes
an English accent in the movie. I can't tell so far.
probably not. I would highly doubt it.
It kind of sounds like an American accent, but I can't.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Look at that! Look at that picture and the joy on John Boyega's face. While grumpy old Harrison Ford signs his
I
Han
love
Solo.
Harrison Ford so much. God damn it. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, look at his little face. Oh, oh, that's precious. Oh, he's too pure. He is too fucking pure.
Too pure for this world.
He is too pure for this world. Too precious. Too precious for this world. Harrison Ford, it's making me really, really happy how many clickhole articles there are about him getting into accidents.
Yeah.
Like, have you read all of them? Like, let me take you down the list of all these clickhole articles, because they're important to me.
Mhm.
Clickhole, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford. Hang on. Yeah, so there's Harrison Ford, like, so it's lucky to be alive. Harrison Ford is in the hospital after kissing a lady that turned out a stack of dynamite in a dress. That one. There's
That sounds like something that would legitimately happen in Indiana Jones.
yeah. It's really, the article itself is fucking piss funny. And then there's bloop bloop bloop. Harrison Ford had to be rescued this morning after getting stuck inside the gears of Big Ben.
I think I saw that one.
Harrison Ford had to be rescued after being compacted into a cube on a factory conveyor belt. Harrison Ford ate a chili pepper so hot his head turned into an explosion. And I think that's it. But they all have the same, like, fake tweet from Harrison Ford's son where he's like, Dad's okay, battered, but okay. He's every bit the man you would think he is. Showed a lot of courage today. It's so good. It makes me so happy.
One thing I noted the other day was he seems, during his interviews that he's been doing for this movie, he seems a lot happier than he has in the past when he's been promoting movies. I guess because A, he's actually like in a good movie this time.
Yeah.
Like, he's not doing shit. And then B, like, I guess being in a plane crash and surviving will do that to someone. Like,
yeah, I guess so. I mean,
make you really appreciate what you do in your life. And
yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, I think
being in a plane crash and walking it off.
Yeah, exactly. Which, you know, that's, if anyone's going to do that, it's going to be Harrison Ford. But no, I think
Go ahead.
No, I think you're totally right. I think, you know, it's going to give you a bit of zest and a bit of perspective and make you realize that actually, being a multi-million dollar earning actor, it's not like working down a mine.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of got a pretty good life. And he's
Did
married
you
to,
close to Flockhart?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Did you read when well I think this story came out like a few months ago, but Harrison's actually like telling it this time on talk shows when
Okay.
he broke his leg on the set of Force Awakens.
Really?
Yeah, he broke his leg because there was like a hydraulic door and he was talking to J.J. Abrams and the hydraulic door came down on him and J.J. Abrams is like trying to lift it off of him. Harrison ended up breaking his leg and they he told it this way. He's just like, give me my cell phone. And he knew someone, because they were filming in England, somewhere in England, or somewhere in Europe, I guess around England. And
Okay.
he called them, no, they were in England. He called someone who, like, he knew someone who, like, was in, like, the helicopter, like, the official, like, country helicopter
Oh,
brigade or
the
something.
air ambulance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knew someone there, and he called him, and he's like, well, I don't work in that, that's not my vicinity, but I know people who are in that vicinity, and he called someone and got himself airlifted to a hospital.
What a badass.
And
That's
in the
crazy.
process, by the way, of them trying to get the door off of Harrison, like J.J. Abrams was trying to lift it, and he like pulled his back, like he broke his back for
Fuck.
realsies. I think he told that on Jon Stewart like months ago that he broke his back. Like he hurt his back trying to do it, and then he went to a doctor like a week later when it didn't stop hurting, and then the doctor
Fucking
was like,
Christ.
"Oh wow, you broke it."
Harrison Ford, though, like, what is it with him and getting in, like, unfortunate accidents?
I
Like,
don't
I
know.
swear, somebody's trying to kill him.
He's just like walking it off every time too. He just doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't seem to. I mean, this is what's so funny about all these articles. Like, they just get more and more absurd as they go on, but, like, he's always, like, totally fucking rad about it.
Yeah.
He's incredibly hot.
Yeah, he's still pretty good looking, even though he's like grumpy old man kind of looking
Well,
now.
he's not. I don't really see him as an old man in the sense that, yes, he is old and a man, but
He is old and is a man, but he's not an old man.
no, exactly. It's like, I don't like chocolate, I don't like cheese, but I like chocolate cheesecake. I do actually like chocolate and cheese. And I do also like chocolate cheesecake. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Steven Spielberg actually came out recently and said he'd love to get Harrison to do one more Indiana Jones movie. And I'm like, stop making this man do all these action movies. He's going to be doing Star Wars, and then, like, this is why I think Han is going to die in one of these movies. Like, one of
Yeah,
these three. Probably not this one.
no. I think if Han dies in any of them, it'll be the second one, because then that'll be like a big driving force behind the third one.
Yeah.
But
He can't keep doing all these action movies, though. He's, like,
well,
75 or
although
some shit.
you say that though, but Gray, he does seem to be walking off a lot of his unfortunate accidents. We talked about this. I mean, like, I think the actual Indiana Jones plot could happen to him and he'd walk it off.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, I kind of think they shouldn't do any more Indiana Jones anyway because the last one was such a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
Although, having said that, so was the last, Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah. Well, I
Although,
watched. We had this conversation already, but I've been watching them again, and I still got to get to Revenge of the Sith, which is the best prequel.
oh
So
yeah, I like Revenge of the Sith. I wouldn't watch it again, but I liked it.
yeah,
I liked it well enough when I saw
I never want to watch Attack of the Clones ever again, though. Like that's
Really?
the worst one for realsies. Did I ever talk to you? That might have been last week when you were here, but
No, you did talk to me about how much you hated Attack of the Clones. You said it was really boring as
it's
far as I can
so
remember.
boring.
But you know what? That was the best reviewed.
I don't know why. It was stupid.
I think it was the best reviewed. Anyway, I might double check that on Rotten Tomatoes. But
I'd watch Phantom Menace over and over again compared to Attack of the Clones. For real. Like,
okay,
at least with Phantom Menace, I have good memories of it.
Phantom Menace is a fun movie. It's a piece of shit, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense, but it's fun. But neither Attack of the Clones didn't make any fucking sense either. So.
I don't remember having any feelings about Attack of the Clones. Like, I mean, that's ultimately what I would say. Like, Revenge of the Sith is genuinely quite good for the most part. Phantom Menace is a fucking fun movie. I remember, apart from the clones, which were quite cool, I remember almost nothing about Attack of the Clones.
The only thing I remembered about Attack of the Clones beforehand was those scenes of Anakin and Padme on that planet where, like, they were trying to hide Padme away for a while, and, you know, I thought it was so stupid because they obviously picked up on, you know, like, Anakin having trouble trying to, like, keep his emotions in check. Like, he's a Jedi. He's
even though Hayden Christensen is the most, like, unemotional, like, block of wood you could hope to encounter.
I know, right? And but they had reason to say, at least the Jedi Council did, that, like, he was having trouble keeping his emotions in check when it came to Padme.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they didn't send Obi-Wan to be with Padme. Instead, they send off the kid who has, like, the Jedi, who's not supposed to be feeling love or anything like that, or intense love, or anything like that. They send him off alone with the girl that he has a crush on.
No, it's bullshit. It is bullshit. It makes no sense.
I don't know. There was no reason why they couldn't have sent Obi-Wan and then sent Anakin off to talk to Tango Fett or whatever.
I don't even remember that, though, Greer. That's how little of an impact that fucking movie made on me. Like, I mean, it is stupid, but I'd have to see it again. Like, ask me to tell you the plot of any of those movies, and I'd be lost.
Yeah. I
could tell you the plot of Star Wars Holiday Special more than I could those movies.
Oh, dude, we're gonna watch Star Wars Holiday Special before we get to the good movies.
Yeah, gun to head.
Yeah.
Star Wars Holiday Special or Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. I would gun to heads Holiday Special versus Attack of the Clones Holiday Special. I don't want to watch Attack of the Clones again for the rest of my life.
No. Whip, whip, stir. Stir, stir. Whip, whip. Stir. Whip, whip, stir. I really love Holiday Special. I sent my cousin loads of really horrible pictures from Google of what's the name of one of the Wookiee, one of Chewie's Wookiee family.
I didn't know they had names.
Yeah, no, there's Lumpy, there's one of them's like a grandpa. But yeah, I sent my cousin loads of horrible pictures of Lumpy celebrating Wookiee Life Day, as only he knows how.
Life Day. Apparently, isn't it the same day as Christmas, or is it a different day?
I don't know. I don't know anything. I mean, the Star Wars Holiday Special, like, it's so brilliant, and it does make me feel Christmassy, but it also makes me feel sort of sick.
You're like, it's brilliant, but it makes me feel ill.
It makes me sick to my stomach, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's like Schindler's List.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, but it makes me want to vomit.
Yeah, Sophie's Choice.
Yeah. And
as Wookiee Life Day approaches, you know, we have to get Chewie home for Life Day somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I can just
home for Life Day.
I can just remember, like, Han Solo, like, or Harrison Ford, like, looking like he was swallowing back puke, saying that, like, don't worry, Chewie, we're gonna get you home for Life Day somehow, like, piece of shit.
I want to be an interviewer who asks Carrie Fisher, and, like, I wish I could be an interviewer this day and age, because I would absolutely ask Harrison Ford about the holiday special.
Yeah,
if he remembered anything from it. I don't think he would. I don't think Carrie Fisher would either, to be honest with you, but...
Do you think they'd see the funny side? Do you think, like, if you did ask them, or they'd just be like, I don't want to talk about it?
I don't know.
Like, would it be like asking someone about, like, when they were mugged? You know what I mean?
What do
Would that
you
be the
remember?
equivalent?
I don't know.
I don't know. I try not to think about it.
I'll tell you what though,
I
for
just
the
remember B. Arthur was there,
yeah.
whipping and stirring.
No, it was Harvey Korman
Oh, excuse me.
or
He was
something
B.
like
Arthur.
B. Arthur was in it, but she was in like the one scene in the movie that's actually good.
I thought Harvey Korman was the bloke in the shop.
He played like a few characters in that.
Oh Christ, it's so awful. Oh no.
He played like
Oh
three or
heaven.
four characters in that movie.
One of my favorite things to watch on Christmas is Mr. Hankey's Christmas Classics, the South Park episode with all the songs in it. And it's really sad because one of the voice actors from South Park killed herself. And they have like a really moving montage at the end. But they also have this commercial that is on the like really rare footage of the Star Wars Holiday Special. And it's just like all the commercial is just fighting the Frizzies at 11. And it's like, I guess, a shampoo commercial or something that keeps playing.
Hmm.
Um, and they show that a lot in Mr. Hankey's Christmas classics, like during like the ad break, right before the ad break. Um, and like most people would have no idea what that was in reference to. Like, it's a really niche joke. I really love it. What's like, so what are your Christmas movies? Like, what would be your Christmas countdown?
Christmas Story, both the animated Grinch and the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Oh yeah, me too. I love the Jim Carrey Grinch. I really couldn't give a fuck what anyone else says about it.
I know,
Like,
I like it too. My mom and I were talking about it last night. And
it,
she's like,
it's a
"It's
real,
so bad," and I'm like, "I know."
it's
I
a really bad movie, but it's really cute. I mean, it is. It's cute. I think he does a really good job in that part, and like,
I do too.
I think his like little romance with that woman is really sweet.
I like when he
Sorry.
goes, "The Grinch." I like when he says that.
Yeah, I like it too, and I like what a big like asshole the mayor is. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And I like Taylor Momsen as Cindy Lou Who, because she went on to be in what was that show she was on? Gossip Girl, I think.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think she's
Excellent.
on Gossip Girl, and now she's in a hard rock band called the Pretty Reckless. And
Oh, that's awesome.
she's like absolute, like if you look at her now and like the
Mm.
kind of music she makes, and then you think like she was Cindy Lou Who, then it's like really fucked up.
And she sings "Where Are You Christmas," the and the classic
Yeah.
lived on in my heart after all this time. I so go on the animated Grinch, the live action Grinch, Christmas Story. What else?
Um, God, I don't know. Sound of Music. Sound of
Oh
Music
yeah.
comes on during Christmas sometimes, and I'll watch that. Even
Did
though
you watch?
I've already watched it this year, but I like watching it multiple times
I
a
like
year.
it too. Did you watch The Wiz, by the way? What was that like?
I did not watch The Wiz, but they're gonna replay it again on the 19th, I believe, and I really want to catch it because people said it was great.
Yeah, like way, way, way better than the other two, which is kind of surprising because, like,
But
I mean, I don't know, I'm not a
here's my
massive fan of the
rebuttal.
music.
Yeah, here's my rebuttal is that if you try with any sort of effort to make a remake of The Wiz, it's automatically going to be better than the original movie because the original movie is
Well,
not even that great at all.
no, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't particularly like the original movie, so I kind of wasn't expecting much of this one. But when you put it like that, that does make sense.
I like it, but I know it's like bad. I like it in kind of in the Grinch way. I know it's a bad movie, but I still like it. I think it's really corny, and 38 almost 40-year-old Diana Ross supposed to be playing like a 16-year-old is really funny to me.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I like Michael Jackson in it.
I do too. I mean, like, I haven't seen it in so long.
I
Like,
haven't
I don't know whether
either.
maybe I'd like it more now. I'd kind of appreciate its cheese more now than I did when I was younger.
But apparently, like the for the live one, like the lead they got as Dorothy is like some unknown that they found, and she's supposed to be really good. And
Oh, cool.
so I mean, I'm gonna try to remember to catch the replay of it because I really want to see it now. Now that people said
What,
it was great.
what in your opinion were Peter Pan and Sound of Music like?
I didn't watch Peter Pan, but I did watch the Sound of Music one, and I liked it. I mean, it's obviously not going to be as good as the original
No.
adaptations of it, but I still enjoyed it. I like Carrie Underwood, so I mean,
Yeah, I like her too. I don't think that was totally ridiculous casting. I can see why she was cast. She's got a good voice,
and
kind of fresh
Stephen
take.
Moyer from True Blood was in it, and he was pretty good. So
Yeah, again, I mean, I think he's got that stoicism going on that would work for that character. I'd buy that. I mean, I really want to see Peter Pan because I've just remembered Christopher Walken played Captain Hook in it, didn't he?
yeah, yeah, and
I'm
like
amazed actually
I
that I
want to go
wasn't more
find,
excited.
yeah, I want to go find that because apparently, like, my friends were like, he messed up his cues all the time, and
Really? What a dumbass.
and I'm like,
Oh
well, that's
God.
pretty typical.
Yeah, I mean, he's nuts, Christopher Walken. He is a sandwich short of a picnic. One really fun thing that seems to be happening this year is on Netflix something's just come out called A Very Murray Christmas starring Bill Murray, where he's got to get all these stars together for his holiday special. And I'm like, shit, son, that sounds like a fever dream I had.
Can I be honest with you? A friend of mine
Yeah.
told me it was awful. And I'm like, I didn't
No.
want to. I told you on Twitter, I don't know if you saw it, but a friend of mine saw it and told me it was awful.
I haven't checked my Twitter in a few days. That's
Okay.
really fucking
I
disappointing.
mean, you could still watch it, but just know that that's what I've heard about it. So,
But what I mean, what did she say though? Did she say it was like awful but
well,
in a
he
funny,
said
cheesy way?
it was like just like nothing,
Oh,
like nothing was good, like nothing was funny. I don't know. I mean,
oh,
like
that cuts me like a knife.
there are a lot of celebrities in it though. Like apparently George Clooney's in it, and like all these
Mm.
stars are in it.
See, I just want it to be like some like mad cap adventure with Bill Murray being all like mad and misanthropic. Like,
It is supposed to be like I did hear about it, and it is supposed to be kind of like a variety type show, like what Dick Clark did during Christmas a long time ago. But
yeah, but I would want it to be funny and I would want it to be like kind of cheesy and also irreverent at the same time. And I would want it to be something, you know? I would
you
want it
should
to be
probably watch
memorable.
it. You should probably watch it anyway. Like you could
Yeah,
probably
I
skip
will.
the book anyway.
I will. I'm gonna, watch it and make my own mind up. But yeah, hope it isn't shitty. Maybe in a way because I'm going in now with low expectations, I'll enjoy it more. One that I watch every year is Muppet Christmas Carol, and every
Yeah,
year I go and see that at the cinema, and we're doing that again this year.
they're around here. I believe they show Miracle on 34th Street at our theater.
Oh,
But I've seen
that's
Miracle on
lovely.
34th Street a bunch of times, so
I could see it.
they also showed A Christmas Story, I believe, already. But I mean, for me, it was too early to see A Christmas Story, and like because they were showing it like November 2nd or something, and I'm like,
No,
that's
that's
too early for
dumb.
A Christmas Story.
That's fucking dumb, dude. Don't do that. Stupid.
And I think they're also showing National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I I really like seeing Muppet Christmas Carol every year. I had another point. What was? Oh yeah, Miracle on 34th Street. I could watch that every year quite happily. But that scene where he does sign language to the deaf girl, like I'm always fucking wreck. Like when I see it.
Oh,
Makes me so fucking sad and happy at the same time. I can't deal with it. I can't cope. And I watch The Snowman every year. Do you know The Snowman?
yeah, I know the Snowman. Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
I used to have
Did
the
you?
book.
Oh, little Raymond Briggs.
Yeah,
Yeah, The Snowman, I have to watch it every year when it actually goes out on the TV. Like, it wouldn't be the same if I would just watch it on YouTube or whatever. Like, I like to know that I'm watching it with like half the country.
hmm they're also showing It's a Wonderful Life like 2 days after they show Miracle on
Oh,
34th.
that's
So,
really nice. We watched that on Christmas Day one year. It was lovely. And we watched Frozen last year.
but we did go and see a couple nights ago. We did go and see Riff
Oh,
Tracks live. They,
cool.
our theater was live streaming the Riff Tracks live of Santa and the Ice
Oh,
Cream
that's
Bunny,
amazing.
and and oh my god, it was really funny. But all the shit they were showing was very, very terrible. Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny as the film they were riffing
I
was awful.
would like to see it now. I'd be very interested.
It's funny, but the actual movie is like fucking
That
terrible.
one that the NC reviewed a couple of years ago, the Christmas tree or something like that, that looked like the worst piece of shit ever made in the name of Christmas. I haven't actually watched that the whole way through yet. That's really cool that they did like riff tracks at the cinema. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they've done it a few times there, but I haven't been able to catch any of them until now. Back in the summer, they started with The Room and
oh wow,
more of them. I think they did a short.
Tommy Wiseau like appears at the Prince Charles Theatre where I go and see the Muppets every year. Like almost every year he turns up with Greg Sestero and.
Why have you not gone to any yet?
I just haven't. It's been like the wrong time every time it's happened, but I'm not worried. I'm sure he'll do it again, and I will be there. By the way, the casting for the Room movie, the making of the Room movie, every time I hear about it gets better and better. Like, I'm sorry, Franco is perfect. Tommy Wiseau, like, as it pains me to say it, he is the perfect man for the job because he's so fucking weird. He's almost as weird as the real Tommy Wiseau.
I do. They did actually recently cast Josh Hutcherson in the movie.
As Denny!
In the Room movie. As
Denny! How perfect! Well, I mean, he's not really Denny. He's playing an actor playing Denny. That's it. That's what I was trying to go for there. But, I mean, that's fucking perfect. That's so good.
Oh my god, I thought they weren't showing it here. They are showing The Room on January 28th.
Yay!
On January 28th, actually on the 14th and the 28th, they're doing a re-showing of Riff Tracks The Room.
Oh, really?
And then on the 14th, they're doing a Riff Tracks of Starship Troopers.
Wait, did you just say on the 14th?
The 14th, yeah.
Ha 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 ha. That's really...
They're doing Starship Troopers and The Room within 2 weeks of each other.
That's perfect. You've got to go.
Yeah, I want to.
Absolutely have to go.
Especially.
What's another one? What's another Crimble movie that you like?
Another what?
Another Crimble movie.
Crimble? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what I call it. That's my word for Christmas. So, other Christmas movies that you like?
Because he really wanted to see a Starship Trooper.
Oh, that's great. I'm chuffed for him. Glad he'll have the opportunity.
Because he really likes the movie. I'm like, I have the books of Starship Troopers. I haven't seen the movie.
You like the book? I didn't even know there was a book.
I have the book.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a book of
And it was a book first, was it?
I think so.
Oh.
I believe.
I don't know why. That just surprises me. I haven't actually seen Starship Troopers. I would like to, though. Okay, another Christmas movie I really love is Arthur Christmas. Watched every year. It's really adorable. James Mack is really, really, really adorable in it. And it's really fun and sad.
Which movie?
Arthur Christmas, yo.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
That's a really, really lovely movie, Greer. You should really see it. It's very, like, it's got, like, the big budget, but it's very, very English, and it's got Hugh Laurie in it as, like, a sort of special ops guy. It's really hot.
I'll watch anything Hugh Laurie in it.
Yeah, Hugh Laurie's awesome in it, and he gets to use his real accent, which is always nice. And, yeah, James Mack is fucking adorable in it.
I just thought, I really like Elf.
I really like Elf. Elf is Elf.
And Home Alone, even though I like Home Alone 2 better.
You know what? Home Alone 2, I love Home Alone 2. But every year I watch it on Christmas Eve when it's on TV really, really late. And every time I watch it, my dad stumbles in from the pub about halfway through.
That's the most English English thing I've ever heard.
Just like clockwork. He goes to the pub on Christmas Eve with his brothers, and every year, just like clockwork, just sometime after the Tim Curry scene where he's like getting down on his knees like a filthy animal, that's when my dad stumbles in all pissed up.
Actually, that's probably the reason why I like Home Alone 2 better, is because Tim Curry's in it.
Tim Curry is sublime in Home Alone 2. Tim Curry is sensational in Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2 is a fucking funny movie. Like, all the stuff with him pretending to be that guy in the shower, like, all the, like,
Yeah.
get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm gonna slap you silly, like, that stuff is just insane. And also,
I'll watch...
Oh, no,
I'll
I
also
just want to
watch...
say one thing, Greer. You also do really believe that Joe Pesci is gonna kill him.
Yeah.
He's fucking scary.
Joe Pesci is gonna kill that kid.
Yeah, oh
You
yeah.
really believe it.
Every time. He would be more likely to kill someone in Home Alone than he would in Goodfellas. So what's the other one? Go on.
I'll watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Usually, though, I'll watch it. For me, it's more of a Halloween movie, but I'll watch it on Christmas too. It doesn't matter to me.
Do you know what? It's more of a Halloween movie for me too, but I've tried to watch it so many times on Halloween and people haven't been free. I'm just like, I don't know, fuck it. I'm gonna watch it on Christmas this year, by hook or by crook.
I want to know. I'm going to Rotten Tomatoes because I want to know if Krampus was any good.
Yes, it was. It got really good reviews.
Really? Because I think it's exactly. I'm reading about it, the reviews of it, and it's exactly what I thought. That it's like full of B-movie cliches, and I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted. So it'd be exactly like
I love
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Night. I've only seen it once, but I think that might turn into a Christmas tradition for me, watching that movie. Also, other ones, the Pinky and the Brain and the Hey Arnold Christmas specials. I watch every year. They mean a lot to me.
I don't watch many Christmas specials anymore. I'll watch Charlie Brown.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't grow up with Charlie Brown. I tend to watch the ones that I grow up with, and yeah, those two, like, they would be the only two, but I have to watch them.
I like, my mom actually really, really likes Love Actually.
I do too. I watched Love Actually at the beginning of the week.
I think a couple years ago we were watching it and my mom started crying and I'm like, why are you crying?
Oh, I get it. I'm with her. Like, Love Actually is such a polarizing movie, though.
Mm-hmm.
People really love it or really despise it. Like, I think it's adorable. I don't even care.
I also like Polar Express.
I've never seen Polar Express.
I like Polar Express a lot. I like any animated thing that Robert Zemeckis does. I think it's pretty cool.
So what other animated things has he done?
He did his own version of the Christmas Carol a few years ago. It was with Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Is it good?
Yeah. Like they don't really. I mean, it looks really good, and they don't really do anything super new with the story. But I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
he kind of like used that. When Polar Express came out, he was really, he was kind of the pioneer of using that performance capture technology, like mocap, because they use it in Polar Express, because you can obviously tell that the conductor is Tom Hanks a little bit, and they use the same in a Christmas Carol. No, I take it back, because he's done Polar Express and he did Christmas Carol, but he also did Beowulf, which was awful. So
really?
I actually take that back, because Beowulf is a terrible film.
But he's allowed one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did Roger Rabbit, so does that count?
Yeah.
That's technically an animated movie from Robert Zemeckis.
Oh yeah, fuck, that counts. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite movies ever.
The two Christmas ones he's done are good. How about that?
Yeah, no, fair play. And they were, like, I guess Who Framed Roger Rabbit wasn't fully animated. Because, I mean, that's the thing, like, he probably, because I was thinking when you said he was kind of a pioneer of mocap, I was thinking, I don't know, but you're right, because even with things like Lord of the Rings, they're not using it for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Just for, like, one character.
I was saying, like, for the whole animated movie-wise, he was the one who, like, started it with Polar Express, and he kind of started doing it, and it kind of became his thing.
I get it.
And then he did the same thing with Christmas Carol, where you can kind of see the Scrooge as Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you think about that? What do you think about them looking like they're, because it's a bit like video games, isn't it? When they get an actor to play a part in a video game, but they look like them. Like in Until Dawn. What's his name? Fuck, what's the name of that actor? Rami
Rami
Malek.
Malek?
Rami
Yeah.
Malek. That's it. He really, really looks like Rami Malek, that
Yeah.
character.
Well,
And
they mocapped their faces, and yeah,
I
like every
really,
actor. But like what Robert Zemeckis is doing is like you can like with Polar Express, you can kind of see Tom Hanks, but he doesn't look exactly like Tom Hanks. He looks sort of like Tom Hanks because like the guy in Polar Express is like kind of balding, like he has like a like weird facial hair and he has a hat on. So like it would be Tom Hanks if Tom Hanks was wearing like a few prosthetics and he had a lot of makeup on.
okay. I mean, I like, I don't know. For some reason, when I saw the trailers for Polar Express, I found it a little bit weird. But I'd like to see it because I'm probably wrong. I think,
Yeah, I like Polar Express a lot actually.
I'm trying to.
What's another? I like the Santa Claus.
I haven't seen that in so long, but
Me neither.
the story is horrible though. Like, because he doesn't get a say in it. He gets like a year to sort his shit out, and then he's got to be Santa. And it's like he gains all this weight and he has no control over it. It's really fucked up.
For some reason, I remember Santa Claus 1, and what was the one I remember? I can't remember if it was the third one or the second one. I remember the second one more than I do the other two movies for some weird reason. I think because we had it on VHS and I watched it a lot. Even not during Christmas, I would watch the Santa Claus too.
Wow, I've never seen. Wait, the Santa Claus 2, that's the Mrs. Claus, isn't it?
Hmm.
I don't know why, but I find the fact that it's called the Mrs. Claus, like, even though I get the joke now I'm an adult, like, it's such a fucking stupid name. I remember always thinking that as a kid, and then I understood,
Hmm.
like, oh, it's a clause, it's a law, like, it's a double meaning.
Yeah.
But I still think it's a stupid name.
What else do I like?
In the world.
Well, Christmas-wise.
I
I still haven't seen Jingle All the Way, and I really kind of want to see Jingle All the Way.
I kind of do in a sort of like I think it will kind of be funny and shitty way. Um, and another one, it's another one that I really, really love. I watch every year. I have so many more than this that I've forgotten about.
I need to look up
Should we go to
what
Reddit?
ABC Family is showing. I wanted to look up what ABC Family was showing tonight
Oh, okay.
for 25 Days of Christmas.
Go for it.
My mom told me that they showed Jim Carrey Grinch last night, and I'm like, oh no, I wanted to see it. Let me look up what they're showing today. Today's the 6th. Let me look up. Oh, they're showing Disney's A Christmas Carol in like 15 minutes. Oh, they're
Oh,
also showing Polar Express. They're showing Nightmare Before Christmas. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And National Lampoon. I don't know if that means... I don't know if Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas means the Jim Carrey one or the animated one.
think
I need to look it up.
I think it might
It,
mean.
it, it means the 2000 movie, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, I was thinking it might mean the animated one because isn't the animated one just called The Grinch? Or the non-animated one just called The Grinch?
I think the animated one is titled as How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and then the movie is titled as Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh. Oh, there you go.
I just looked that up, and I think that's the difference.
I'm definitely going to watch it tonight.
Mm.
I'm absolutely...
Polar Express at 2:30. Nightmare. Yeah, damn. I'll turn on fucking ABC Family today. What are they showing on Christmas? I'll probably only be watching fucking Christmas Story though.
On
Oh, they're showing Oh, I forget. Sometimes ABC Family shows Harry Potter movies on
Oh yeah,
Christmas.
no, we do too. We have them on ITV over here.
Sorcerer's Stone
Yeah, we
is
usually have like
Sorcerer's. Well, all the Harry Potter movies kind of have like a Christmas thing,
yeah,
right?
they do at least once. I mean, we tend to get them over here. Like we'll have like one a week around the Christmas period on TV.
Hmm.
I on Christmas Day, I don't think I'm going to be reading. I don't think I'm going to be watching anything. I think I'm going to be reading because last year I got all the Hunger Games books for Christmas and I read them really, really quickly. Um,
Hmm.
and this year I'm getting the Mortal Instruments series, which I've never read before, but I'm quite excited about.
I haven't read those either.
They're meant to be really, really good. I think they're like more young adult stuff. Oh, that reminds me, for my birthday, my friend Katie got me a bunch of young adult fiction. She got me loads of John Green books, like Paper Towns and
Uh,
uh The Fault in Our Stars. So I'm gonna read those real soon.
I only have The Fault in Our Stars, but I want to read the other ones
I'm
too.
really, really looking forward to reading them. I've got to finish this like massive Roald Dahl book that I've been trying to finish for ages. And then once I finish that, I'm gonna start those John Green books.
Dude, on December next week, on December 13th, ABC Family, Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3 all on the same day.
Shit, son.
You got a friend
And
in
in
me.
me.
I'm gonna watch all those.
What do you think of James and the Giant Peach, the animated one that Randy Newman did the songs for?
I loved it when I was a kid.
I love it as well. I fucking adore it. Like, I was listening to some of the songs again. Like, okay, people really don't like Randy Newman, but I really rate the shit out of him.
I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I like when people, I think it's funny when people make jokes about him, but
I think it's funny too, but I don't, like, agree with them.
I'm
Like,
gonna put that in my calendar, Toy Story Marathon. Maybe I'll get my mom to watch some with me, because we watched Toy Story all the time when we were kids.
my mum won't watch movies like that with me. My mum or my dad. Or maybe
I showed my
dad,
mom,
just
I
like,
showed my mom a few years ago, I showed her Toy Story 3.
when we went to see Toy Story 2 at the cinema, my mum fell asleep.
What?
I know, right? Boo. Boo on her.
Okay. Toy Story Marathon. Yep. Saving that. I need to know that that's coming on. Also,
Do you want to hear something really cute, talking of animated movies?
yes.
You know this, like, British show, The Secret Life of 4-Year-Olds? I think I've told you about it before.
I think so.
All the little kids, they were all being asked, like, what their favourite thing was, and this little girl just goes, Frozen! It's really cute. Really, really cute. And then she sung Let It Go in French. I was like, shit, son. You're so
Aw.
cute. I'm gonna give you a
They're
couple.
also showing on that 13th, they're also showing the Fraggle Rock Christmas special, which
I
is
haven't
weird
seen
because I
that.
have not heard anything about Fraggle Rock in about 20 years.
Fraggle Rock, they're remaking, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm excited about that. You're not as into nostalgia as I am, though. I think
No,
you're slightly
I think
resisting.
Fraggle Rock was before my time, I think. I
Oh,
think
fair
Fraggle
enough.
Rock was 80s.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, Fraggle Rock was the 80s. That was before my time.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I remember dinosaurs more clearly than I do,
Dinosaurs is a weird ass show.
yeah,
It's
it was like
really,
Roseanne, but with dinosaurs.
but it was meant to be quite like, not like hard hitting exactly, but it like addressed like weirdly like intense subject matter.
Yeah, because
I
it was like, I don't think it was meant to be a kid's show.
know, but why was it about?
Because it was like The Simpsons or like Roseanne, but just with dinosaurs.
But then if you didn't want it for kids, why would you put fucking dinosaurs in it?
Or why would you put it on Disney Channel?
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe they
Mm.
just wanted to do it. They just did it because they wanted to, and they could. They had the cachet.
Does Bridget Jones's Diary count as a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it can do. Yeah, I think there
Yeah,
are bits in.
I kind of like Bridget Jones's Diary. I've seen it once and I liked
I
it.
like it too. I think Renee Zellweger's English accent was pretty okay. It was a good performance. I liked it. Another one. Should we go to Reddit? I want to see what's up with Reddit today. Find that.
Oh, like with Ask Reddit?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking through Entertainment Weekly's best Christmas movies. For some reason, Batman Returns is on here.
Oh, I don't remember. I mean, are there Christmas bits in?
Was there Christmas stuff in Batman Returns?
Were there Christmas stuff? I'm sorry.
Was there Christmas
Sorry.
stuff in Batman Returns?
Being such a butt munch. I haven't seen it in like so long, but I don't think of it as a Christmassy movie.
Me neither. There's also Chronicles of Narnia. That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'd classify
No,
that as
I
kind of
would
a
too.
holiday
It has
movie.
that like magical, snowy, festive wonder going on.
Yeah.
As a robber, what is something that you could steal that will cause a slight inconvenience to the residents of a home?
Is this on
Yeah.
Ask Reddit? Read it again?
As a robber, what is something that you could steal that would cause a slight inconvenience to the residents of a home?
Like only a slight inconvenience?
But it would have to be a legitimate inconvenience. I know what mine would be. Do you want to hear it?
What?
Their toothbrushes.
Yeah.
It's good, right?
Probably the remote.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I like it.
That reminds
what are
me
you
of-
inappropriate?
It actually,
go
that
on.
reminds me of like, it's bad, but it reminds me of some bit that Dane Cook did a while ago, like a long time ago, where he said if he ever broke into a house, he would just break into the house and just steal nothing.
Yeah, just to fuck them
And
up.
they would know, like, someone had broken in and try to go, like, they would go crazy trying to figure out what they had stolen.
It's so cruel. It's so wonderfully cruel. What are you inappropriately curious about? Where do I begin?
I don't know.
Thorky?
I'm seeing the thread. I like the top answer, the intimate lives of conjoined twins.
Hang on, what? Let me have a look.
In the thread, in the top answer, it's the intimate lives of conjoined twins. True life.
Yeah.
What do they do when they're horny? And so much more.
That's a great answer. Approved. I don't know what mine would be. I think probably like all the fan fiction couples that I'm into, like wondering like if they really existed. What they'd be like in the bedroom department. If all jobs were paid the same and had the same hours, what would you want to be? That's a dumb question because you'd still pick something really like badass.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want to be bored. If it had no effect anyway, you just would pick an interesting job.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stupid question.
You just pick, like, you'd still have to, like, go to college for it and everything, too.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So maybe...
Like, you could, like, if you wanted to be, like, a skydiving instructor, you couldn't just be a skydiving instructor. Like, you'd still have to go to school and pay for school and shit like that.
Okay, well, if that's the rule, then I would pick something easy.
I like this one. You were offered one wish from a genie who is not evil. He is completely deaf and illiterate and also a little senile, so he only understands charades. What do you wish for, and what routine do you perform to convey it without being misunderstood?
Okay.
I love you, Reddit.
God bless you. God bless you, Reddit. I would mime... Okay, so I'd take my hands, and tell me if this could be interpreted wrong. I take my hands and I put them up like I was doing like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'd do that until I got to like tens of thousands of whatever. And then I'd show them like a wallet and a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be it. A lot of money.
Well, what if it just multiplied your wallets and credit cards? Then you could just have a bunch of wallets and credit cards for the same bank account.
Oh yeah, that'd be awful.
You might want to show him, like, a bunch of dollars. That would probably be better.
Well, not a bunch of dollars, because I'm in England, remember?
A bunch of, like, what, shillings.
Yeah. A bunch of halfpennies.
1 gold shilling.
My dad can still remember when they had shillings. and half a penny a halfpenny. He sang me like a couple of days ago, like a really old Cockney song. Like, see if as an American you can decipher this song. So how does it go again? It's my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman hat. He wears cool blimey trousers and wears a cool blimey hat. Something, 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 da 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 da. Oh, I can't remember the rest of it.
Well, core blimey means
Like bloody
like
hell.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like whoa.
Yeah.
So like he's wearing like an amazing hat.
An amazing pair of trousers.
Uh-huh.
And there's something about him looking a right nana, which means he looks a right idiot. And then something about him wearing a pair of boots and calling them Daisy Roots, which is Cockney rhyming slang.
Okay.
I have to get the whole song off my dad at some point. It's pretty great. What kind of fun, poor experiences do you believe the wealthy are missing out on?
Oh, I was reading that thread yesterday. I don't know. A lot of those in that thread were like really depressing, like going to the store and seeing how much you can get with $5.
Oh no, fuck that. No.
Such a fun game. And I'm like, no, it's not a fun game.
No.
You know that's not a fun game.
No, if you're pretending that that's fun, then you're deluding yourself. Sorry. It's only fun.
I know there were people like just being like sarcastic, but I'm like, no, that's not a fun game.
No.
I don't like playing that game.
My one would be something that like it's just something that poor people or rich people rather wouldn't do. So like just going camping, having like a fire, and going to the local pub, and just doing something that isn't like you haven't got your home comforts, you're not in the lap of luxury, but it's fun, you're with people and you're muddy and you're cold and you're drinking and you're eating and you're singing, and yeah, that would be mine. Pet owners of Reddit, what is the strangest thing you've seen your pet eat and be perfectly fine after?
I don't know, Elvis, what have you eaten that's weird?
Elvis? What have you eaten?
He's eaten like leaves and acorns before. Nothing like terrible. He got my mom's like lip gloss once.
Oh.
And we thought it was like blood coming out of his mouth, and we were like really, really concerned.
Oh God.
Like we thought he was bleeding somewhere because he had it like on his face, and we were like, where is he bleeding from? And we were like looking everywhere, and he had it on his paws, and then I looked over on the carpet, and it was just a busted open lip gloss thing that was making a stain on the rug, and I'm like, oh, I think he just chewed this up.
Oh, because, well, he's a dog, so he's such a dumbass. I mean, all dogs are fucking dummy.
You're really stupid.
Stupid. Wait, here's a good one. If pooping takes 5 minutes a day, that's a whopping 30 hours a year. What are some skills you can practice whilst pooping?
A language.
Yeah.
Get an app like Duolingo.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So learning a language, playing an instrument, as long as you put it down.
The number 2 answer is Duolingo. Like, seriously, learn a language while you shit.
It's a legitimately good idea. And playing an instrument, if you put it down before you wiped, you could, I suppose it's not really a skill. You could catch up on your reading. Card tricks.
Yeah.
I think learning a language is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a good one. What did you have to learn the hard way?
Ooh. You go first.
Okay, I've got a kind of serious answer for this one. Is that okay?
Uh-huh.
So mine would be, I'm going to get deep here, yo, that as an adult, it's not enough just to be nice. You have to be reliable and responsible.
Mm-hmm.
So when you live with people that aren't your family, you have to pay the rent on time and wash your shit up after you've used it. And that's a hard lesson, because when you let people down in that way, they don't care that you're nice, because they're not your family and they're not your friends. And even if they are your friends, that's not enough. So you have to get your shit together as an adult. and you have to turn up to things on time, and you have to, you know, get over your shit and not take it out on other people.
Truth bomb.
Truth bomb. What a fun time I've had with that.
Oh,
Oh, what about you? Have you thought of one? Unless it's anything like mine, then you
um,
don't have to say it.
let me think. That there are some people in the world who are such assholes that they'll go out of your way to make your life horrible, or at least harder, but they don't have a benefit whatsoever.
They're just bastards.
Yeah.
Wow, that is deep and sad. Yay! What? What?
Also, don't fuck up in high school.
No, don't, because it slows things down, and you'll end up back in school when you're 27, like me.
Most of the stuff in high school doesn't matter, but if you keep it around, you know, well, this isn't stuff I've had to learn, because I actually remember a lot of the stuff I learned in high school, but...
Also, just do as well as you possibly can in your exams towards the end of school so that you can get good grades and, yeah, you don't end up back in school when you're 27. Not that I'm not glad I'm here, and not that I'm not, you know, I think it's important to remember with school that if you mess it up the first time, there is always a possibility to go back and do your education again. And that is something to bear in mind. Your life is by no means over, but I do wish that in school I had paid more attention and I had worked harder. I do wish that.
Mm.
Ah.
One of the answers on this thread is, what did you have to learn the hard way? That a woman can get a yeast infection under her boobs. Not fun at all.
Oh, no. No. That's not true, can you?
I mean, you can get a yeast infection in any weird place for both genders.
I'm going to look up how one would get
anywhere where you, like, sweat a lot.
Anywhere where you sweat a lot. Oh, okay. Do you know what Marmite is? It's yeast extract.
Yeah. I don't want to try it.
Well, no, it's really good. And it's not like boob yeast.
Well, like, I've seen people eat it and they're like, oh my god, this is the worst. Or that might be Vegemite. Vegemite's not the same thing, right?
No, but I mean, you would be right in that people have tried Marmite and been revolted. It is a very divisive thing.
Everyone, Chris Hemsworth was on Graham Norton last night.
Yeah, really, I didn't watch it.
Oh.
Me too.
Actually,
Tom Hiddleston was on a few weeks ago, and I watched it with my cousin, and he was just like, this guy's a douchebag. I really don't like him.
What?
He was saying, like, because Tom Hiddleston, he was being, like, really sincere, being like, oh, and working with, like, yada, yada, yada. It was such an honor. My cousin was like...
Was that the one where he was doing an impression of Robert De Niro?
Yeah. And my cousin was just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Stop it. Stop being a kiss ass.
Don't talk to her anymore.
Him.
Don't talk to him anymore.
I did kind of... I did... No, I still love Tom. But it does, I think, just because I'm not a big Hollywood star, I do find it slightly embarrassing when they're, like, slapping each other on the back like that. But I love Tom.
Oh, I don't know. He's one of those people that doesn't, you can tell he feels very fortunate to be where he is.
That is very true. And he's a lovely, sweet man, and he isn't a pervert, and he isn't a horrible homophobe, and yeah, there are worse people.
Actually, I think like a week ago in Graham Norton, it was Benadryl Cumberbatch.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right.
And Johnny Depp. And I watched this clip of Johnny Depp because Graham Norton was asking him about Johnny going to hospitals as Jack Sparrow, to children's hospitals as Jack Sparrow. And Johnny said it really started back when he was doing Sweeney Todd, and that's around when his daughter got sick and had to be in the hospital for a while. And that's kind of where that idea kind of sprung from, because he would go to the hospital she was staying at as Jack Sparrow and cheer up all the kids. And he got really, really emotional, and I think he almost like started crying, and I'm like, oh no!
Oh, John. Oh, bless your heart. You're not good looking anymore, but I love you.
He's still very good looking.
No, he is. That's a fib. That's a fib that I told.
There is a clip of when they were doing Graham Norton was showing all these otter pictures, the Benedict Cumberbatch otter pictures, you know?
Oh yeah.
And he was showing them to Benedict Cumberbatch. He was showing them a bunch of them and telling Benedict to like make the faces similar to the otter.
I've seen that. And then for some reason he jumps on a giant teddy bear. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah. And then Johnny, the look on Johnny's face, like throughout this whole thing, is like priceless.
I really want to see that. I want to see that so bad.
I'll show it to you when we stop recording because it's really funny.
Yeah, send me a link. That would make me.
Because the giant teddy bear comes out and Johnny just grabs his drink and he's like, "What?"
That makes me really, really happy. I like.
But I need to look up this Graham Norton with it was Chris Hemsworth, Lily Tomlin, and Ron Howard.
Oh, cool! It's a good cast. I mean, a good bunch of people.
Was he on Ellen too? What the hell? When was he on Ellen? Oh, that was earlier this year. He's doing promotion because his Heart of the Sea comes out in a few days, and I can't wait.
What am I really excited about apart from Force Awakens at the movies? I don't think anything really. I think I'm just fucking insanely excited about Force Awakens.
Yeah, I can't really think about anything else except Force Awakens and Heart of the Sea.
So what's Heart of the Sea then?
It's a movie based on the true story that inspired Moby Dick.
Wow. Oh, wow. That sounds awesome.
So it's actually about, like, these sailors who, like, got stranded in the middle of the ocean because a whale wrecked their shit completely.
That's a great idea. I mean, for a movie, it's not a great idea.
And Chris Hemsworth literally had to look like Tom Hanks in Castaway and dropped like a ton of weight.
Oh no, fuck! I did hear about that. Yeah, he looks insane.
And he's kind of getting back to normal now because he has to start filming. He has to start filming for Marvel again. So
he needs to bulk the fuck back up. That cannot be.
He's gonna have.
That
to start
cannot be
soon.
Good for you though. Doing that, like going from those extremes to the other, like. Yeah, that's not good.
But now he probably gets to eat again, so that's
fucking
pretty
praise
good.
the Lord. I hope he doesn't have to lose a shitload for a movie in for a while. Like, I'm sure the movie is going to be awesome. Yeah, fucking hell.
Because I know he had to drop a bunch of weight for... It's with the Ron Howard movies he's been doing. He dropped a bunch of weight for Rush.
Yeah.
And then he had to bulk back up for Ultron. And then he had to lose all that weight again for another Ron Howard movie, which is this movie. And he's gonna start filming Thor stuff probably within the next year.
Are you excited about
again?
Are you excited about Civil War?
Oh yeah, we talked about that last time.
My dad's got a bunch of Civil War comics though that like, even though I haven't read any of the Marvel universe comics, like I really do want to read those.
Yeah, I think Civil War is gonna be a great movie. I think it'll be better than Dawn of Justice. But that's just my opinion.
No, I think so too. I mean, I don't know. Like, for me, like,
this is not my bias, but I'm going to talk about the Dawn of Justice trailer for a second.
Go on.
I thought that trailer was edited really weird. Was that just me, or?
Oh, it wasn't just you. I know what you mean.
It was like the music seemed off in a few places, and they like spoiled the whole movie in the trailer. Like, so anyone who was hoping to go into the movie with any sense of mystery or suspense, like, all of that is gone.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't know, I'm much more excited about Ben Affleck's Batman movie that he's writing because he's a good writer, Ben Affleck. And
yeah, I'll see that movie.
Yeah,
for realsies.
No,
and I think Henry Cavill is a fine Superman.
Yeah.
I don't mind him at all. He's not bad or anything. But I don't, and I'm sure Gal Gadot is gonna make a fine Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure she will.
I'll be awaiting the Justice League movie that may or may not happen ever. You know, I'll gladly see that, but...
I'll see Justice League. I'm not, like, overly excited, and I think really what it comes down to is that, I don't know, I don't care about Superman as a character, and I think because I haven't invested in that universe in the same way that I have with Marvel, I I can't. They're gonna have to work really, really hard to excite me, and they just haven't like
Yeah.
won me over yet.
I mean, I already care about Batman from the
Yeah,
previous movies.
exactly. Yeah, kind
But
of
I don't
like
know if those movies are gonna mean anything in this new line of movies. I have no idea.
yeah, and like I don't know. Even if they don't,
Is this
like I
is
just want
this
it
line
to
of
be.
I don't know. See, I'm still not 100% sure on I don't think this set of movies picks up off of where Dark Knight Rises ended.
No, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I think it's a different universe. I just want it to be good. I just want it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man of Steel, I feel like, because I've seen Man of Steel, and I feel the same way you do. I don't give a shit. Man of Steel turned me off so much. I did not like Man of Steel that much. I
yeah.
did not think it wasn't investing at all. It was kind of boring to me.
No,
Um,
I agree, and it's the
I don't.
same.
It just turned me off so much, and that has nothing to do with. It has almost everything to do with the writing and the way it was directed, I believe, which
Yeah,
kind of sucks because I do like Zack Snyder. Um,
I think
in most everything he's made, I like Zack Snyder as a director.
yeah,
Um,
people give Zack Snyder a really hard time, but that Watchmen movie, I really, really like. I preferred it. In fact,
I like Watchmen. I like 300.
I haven't
I
seen.
mean, I like most of his movies that I've seen. Even Sucker Punch, which I have not seen all of. I really liked what I saw of it.
I think the thing is what people say about Zack Snyder that he's kind of style over substance. Like the only Zack Snyder movie I've seen is Watchmen and obviously Man of Steel. But I think Watchmen, I don't think you could accuse that of being style over substance. I really, really gave a shit in that
Well, because
movie.
the original material wasn't style over substance.
Well,
I
yeah,
think him as a director, I think there is a lot of style over substance, but I like his style, so I don't mind.
yeah, I do too, and I thought he was faithful enough to the Watchmen stories that, okay, even if there was a lot of style in the movie, a lot of distinctive Zack Snyder style, like, the story shone through. He was very faithful to it.
Yeah, I mean there were parts that they cut out, but I mean they changed the ending.
I didn't mind that. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't mind it either. I didn't really care.
No, I didn't care.
The ending in the original was stupid anyway, but both Watchmen is kind of dumb, and I'm okay with that.
I don't think Watchmen's dumb. I don't agree with that.
There are parts of it that are like kind of silly, but I don't mind that. I think it makes it better, all the better for me.
Yeah. I mean, I know,
But
I know what you.
I don't know. I don't know what it was about Man of Steel that just turned me off so much to this new Superman
I
thing.
just,
I don't know.
I
I don't
just thought
know.
it
It
was
was
boring.
boring, and I didn't care.
And well, the problem is that I didn't care about Superman anyway, so it did it no favors.
Well, I was prepared to care about Superman. Like I was going in it with an open mind, and I thought the cast was good. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I think he's a great Superman, actually.
You know what's bad
Um,
is that the last Superman movie, it got really, really good reviews and then just sunk without a trace. The one before Man of Steel,
Superman
yeah, it
Returns?
got really good reviews and like no one talks about it.
Mm, I don't really remember that
I,
one really well.
I,
I know what movie you're talking about, but
yeah, I didn't see
I don't
it. It
remember
had
it.
Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor, which is good casting.
Mm. But I mean, so far I think that I like the casting in Dawn of Justice. I think it looks really cool. I hate that they spoiled everything in that trailer. I
Yeah.
think Doomsday was supposed to be like the big twist of the movie, but they just showed it anyway. They didn't really care.
Yeah,
They kind of just threw Wonder Woman in there with absolutely no introduction whatsoever.
yeah, it really
Um,
pissed me off. It's like she was a real afterthought.
the music in it was good, but I felt it was just out of place
Yeah, I
for the
agree.
scenes it was behind. I don't know, that trailer was just edited really weird to me. I don't know. I feel like they were trying to just throw every cool thing they had done so far in post-production into one trailer because they were like, "Oh, Marvel just put out their Civil War trailer and it was great. We should just throw whatever we have done into a trailer and then show it to people."
And I think that's the problem. Like Marvel has just released this enormous, well, not just released, but they have recently released an enormous slate of upcoming movies. And then DC did it. And it is kind of like, well, you know, they can't kind of keep playing catch up. They have to do their own thing. And that's why
Yeah.
I'm glad that their TV shows are getting so well received because I think that like
Yeah, like
maybe
Flash
that will
and
be the avenue.
Supergirl.
Yeah, and Arrow as well. I haven't seen any of them. I'm gonna put my hands up and say that now, but they seem to be getting well received, and like I
Hmm.
expect I will watch them at some point. Like Arrow is meant to be really, really good.
Yeah, I know people who really, really like The Flash and Supergirl, so.
Supergirl, I don't know. I watched a bit of it. It had some alright stuff in it, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I was really underwhelmed by the writing of her, and I don't think that's her fault because I think the actress who plays her, Melissa Benoit, she was in Glee towards the end, and again played like kind of a like lame ass character in that as well. But she's a very like warm presence, you know, and I think
Mhm.
she is a good actress.
Yeah,
The acting and the writing, it just the writing
yeah.
well.
I know people who really like The Flash though, so maybe give The Flash a try.
Yeah, I will, and I'll give Arrow a try as well. I'd like to see Arrow.
The Flash is probably easier to catch up with. I think Arrow's in like its seventh season or something.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
Yeah, Arrow's kind of long. I think The Flash just started though, so.
I do want to see the Flash,
Not too
and it
long.
has some more like Glee and alumni in it as well. But I mean, to be honest, with Arrow, like, I mean, I watched Supernatural in like uh in about a month, and that was the entire like I think they were on about season 8, in
Hmm.
like a month and a half. I'd totally do it. Wait till a
Hmm.
mid-season break or something, and then just catch the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, I think we're done talking about stuff.
I think we are too. We've done well though.
Yeah.
Kept it up for quite a while, considering it was just the two of us. Because we can make it if we try. Just the two of us,
Yep.
you and I.
Uh, yep. So next week will be less than next fucking I'm trying to talk. Next podcast will be the week of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then the podcast after that will be the weekend after Star Wars.
Yes.
That's what we're hoping for. I think the weekend that weekend, like the weekend of the 19th and the 20th and stuff, um, I think we're gonna do a one big spoiler podcast for The Force
Yeah, you've
Awakens.
got to be prepared for that, people.
We have to be prepared. Go see the movie. I mean, you're probably gonna see it anyway. Don't you know? You're not gonna see it on my recommendation. You're probably gonna see it already.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I mean, I think the thing
it's not like Disney is just throwing all their marketing out right at this moment for everything they have.
I think we have to
Two,
be.
2 weeks ago, there was a rep at Disney that said we haven't even done half of our marketing for this movie.
Fuck, really?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
and that was like a week or two ago.
I love it though. Like they even need to market it anymore. Like people are gonna see
Yeah,
it. Jesus. I
it's
can
already
think,
predicted to be. I think it's already broken records for like the most pre-sale tickets ever sold for a movie, and like people are saying it's gonna be like the new highest grossing movie of all time, and
well,
I don't know. It's gonna be
you've
huge.
got to be prepared for spoilers then, people, because we are entitled to talk about it.
If something amazing happens, you're gonna know about it.
You are. You are, unless you don't want to.
I don't want to know about it beforehand though. Like I'm getting off of Facebook and Twitter and all that like probably the day before or the 2 days before the movie comes out, because that's when all the review sites have seen it. Like like all the like journalists and stuff will have seen it by then, and they're gonna put out their reviews like 1 or 2 days before the movie comes out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to avoid spoilers myself, but if you do listen to the podcast, there will be spoilers. That's what I'll say. Um, right. Okay. Well, it was lovely talking with you as always, and I will see all of you in my dreams. Goodbye.
Bye.